Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our, third episode?
Yeah.
Season 2?
Yep.
Right on. All right. So welcome back to another episode of Why the Frack Do They Matter? I'm George.
And I'm Lucio. No, that's stupid. We'll confuse somebody.
Oh, I know.
No.
Actually, I'm Lucio.
And I'm George.
I'm eating ice again. Sorry.
Well, it's fine. While you chew your ice, I'll let you finish chewing your ice.
It's fucking hot.
I know. It's super hot.
We were outside and trying to hook up the swamp cooler, and it's not working. The pump is not pumping.
It's not getting power, basically. But the power unit works because the actual
AC went on.
Yeah. So, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool in the house for now. I ain't gonna die. But, so what's going on? Anything new?
I just got back from Santa Fe Pride.
Oh, yeah. I saw some of your pictures.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's a lot smaller than Albuquerque's. And it's more intimate. So when we got there, we went to this little pizzeria, tap bar type thing.
Mm-hmm.
We sat right over the balcony. We got to watch the whole parade, and drink, and be cool. And I didn't get sunburned like I did our pride.
Aunt Yolanda didn't have to go?
And Aunt Yolanda did not have to go. Splenda was not there.
I love it.
It was fun. And we got to watch the parade, and then we went and had drinks at a few places, and hung out at one of my friends that live in Santa Fe. Hung out there, ordered some pizza, drank some more, and then drank some more.
How exciting.
We drank in the hotel, and I went to Meow Wolf.
I've never been there. Is it amazing?
So it was cool, but the people I went with had already been there a few times.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't go through a lot of the exhibits, so I didn't get to see a lot of it.
Mm.
We mostly went for the performance. It was cool, but the parts they did take me through were pretty awesome, and I want to go back.
Didn't they sponsor Santa Fe Pride?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they had the Pride event after, and it was fun. I had not had that much fun going out in a long time, so I was pretty cool.
Yay!
So, but that was pretty. Oh, and I got to tour our new building that we're building for work.
Oh yay!
It was pretty massive, and that's exciting. And we're on schedule to start moving in the beginning of December.
How exciting!
Yeah. So that's been my last couple of weeks. What about yours?
So as always, you know me. I'm the nerd, so I have lots of good gaming goodness. I got the new Neptunia RPG. It's really cute. It reminds me of... I can't remember the name of it. It's a Square Enix game. Each character is assigned to a button, so that's what their attack does. And then depending on their formation is what they're doing. So if Neptune's at the top, she's throwing ice, but if she's at the bottom, then she's throwing a shield spell for the other characters. And then John and I, because you know me in retro gaming, we found these little... Well, I found it. It's called Pocket Go Retro Gaming System. And it looks like a Game Boy Advanced on the side. And it comes with a bunch of emulators all the way from arcade to PlayStation. And it's just a cute little thing. $40, so I put an order for that. They're coming from Hong Kong, so it's going to take 10 years for me to get it.
So you get it for Christmas, that's fine.
Yeah, but they were $40, and they come with 8 gigabyte memory cards, and bought one for myself and one for John.
Aw, where's mine?
They even have one that looks like the original Game Boy, like the brick Game Boy.
Yeah, that's cute. I like that.
We have to test it first to make sure you'd like it.
Okay. Just make sure it's something you can do.
Because I want to introduce him to a whole bunch of games and stuff like that, and he'd be better with a portable system because he likes to play while he's on his lunch, and he takes it to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then while he's here, he does his console games or whatever game he's playing. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, he is a different generation than most of us, so he didn't get to enjoy these in the level that we got to enjoy.
Exactly, and then there's just stuff that I want to revisit.
Which is always fun.
I don't want to be stuck in the game room all day. I want to be able to
be stuck in your game room all day.
I want to be able to watch movies or I don't know, do something else.
And why the Switch exists.
Yeah, and I love my Switch. Oh, and I have Super Mario Maker 2. I've already made 3 levels. I have like 240 maker points.
So just make sure you guys are following his. Actually, again, on our Instagram, you've been posting it. So
Yeah.
keep posting codes. Send us codes so he can play.
Yes.
I'm not playing it currently because I'm not getting my Switch until September.
Oh, it's so much fun.
But at least now we have a date.
Yay!
So that makes me happy.
All right.
I did play a new game though.
Which one?
So I was taking a break from Mortal Kombat, and I was like, I'm gonna look at the sales that Xbox is having. And they had these little like RPG, little adventure games. And there was this one called Air. And it's like, when I saw the trailer, it reminded me of Skyward Sword. So I was like, oh, cool, little puzzle, like to fly through the air. And it was a cute story, and it talks about, the fall of a civilization and the rise of gods, and then the ancient god is coming back, and you have to try to stop him. But you don't fight enemies. You solve puzzles, you find these keys. Okay. It was real cool. It was a real fun game. I beat it in 2 days.
That's cute.
Yeah, but it was cute. And the art style reminded me a lot of Rhyme. And we all know how much I love Rhyme.
I know.
So
that's cute.
Yeah, it was a cute game. I wish it was longer, but it was beautiful. So.
Yeah. And then I saw your husband started playing Black Desert.
Yeah, I was watching over his shoulder playing it last night. It reminded me of Skyrim a little.
A little bit.
Just by the look.
Yeah. Yeah, I also play that a little. It's weird for me to get used to the PC controls because I bought it on the PC.
Yeah.
So it's WASD and then mouse to attack.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get it for PlayStation 4, but then I know I won't be able to play with anybody because PlayStation doesn't cross-platform anything.
Nope.
So,
but Xbox might.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so look into that.
But then I have to buy the online subscription for Xbox.
Oh, it's very true. Very true.
And on my computer, I don't have to.
Same with Ben. That's why he usually games on that.
Yeah. So as soon as I figure out how to add friends, I'm going to send your hub in my friend code or friend name or however we do that, and maybe we can play together.
I think that's what I do. Just show it up on the Instagram, give it to me, and I can tweet it.
Yeah. Other than that, I think that's it. So, what are we talking about today, my friend?
Today we are going to talk about dating. Or I like you called it gating, but I just started thinking about it. Can we really call it gating? Because it's not just gay and straight anymore. There's so many different types of sexual identities and different types of dating. With all that, so let's just call it bumping uglies. Bumping uglies and getting married.
Pump it.
That reminds me of a song, and I don't remember what it is.
Pump it and dump it. Isn't that a song?
I would.
Or is that what I just used to do?
I think that's just what you used to do.
Oh, okay. Toot it and boot it is the song.
Toot it and boot it. Oh my god, is it like it's a hood song?
Yes.
Oh, that's probably why I don't know it.
Oh, it's fantastic. I gotta share it with you.
Yes, you do. I found change on your phone.
I know, and I want to play with it, but I'm gonna make unnecessary noise.
So it's gonna go in our little packet for our microphone. So, how old were you when you actually started dating? Dating, not like after the school gym that you know how to do.
Shit. I think my first was in middle school.
Oh,
yeah, because I was dating Crystal, and she was all sexy go-licious with her fucking Ben Davis pants and her fucking Ariana Grande ponytail all the time. Oh yeah,
I love Ariana Grande's ponytail.
Yeah. She was just, we grew up in the hood.
I know.
So she had them Ben Davises, man. Woo. Yeah.
Is it because it was men's clothes? Is that why you were attracted to her?
Probably.
Because I have a theory about that.
Maybe, but that was like 6th grade, 7th grade. Yeah, because then I was dating Teresa in 8th grade.
Now, by dating, were you guys just like boyfriend and girlfriend?
Going to the mall, watching movies.
You did actually go on dates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kissing, holding hands in the hallway. Aww. Cute little middle school love. Oh my god, I love you. I love you too. So glad I met you. Oh my god. So glad we have science together. I wouldn't survive without you.
I think I was in middle school too. I had one real girlfriend, and it was, which is funny. Okay, so her name was Camilla. I grew up with her. I knew her since like elementary school, first grade type of thing. And so I kept getting pressured to get a girlfriend because I had gone my whole middle school time. I didn't date anybody. That's at the same time I started to understand, I like boys. And so I was being pushed and pushed, and they go, you've known her for so long, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, fine. So I asked her, do you want to, date? And she was like, okay. So we would, go to...
Okay.
Yeah, it was stupid. I think we kissed once, and it was so awful. It was I had no idea what I was doing, because I'd never kissed anybody. And especially somebody I didn't really want to kiss. So
Did you just eat her face?
No, it was just kind of you put your mouths together, but you don't do anything.
Oh, did you do the fish the...
Kind of. It was just not. It was not what I wanted. Anyway, we went on a one date to the mall, maybe one date to the movies, and then she broke up with me because I was a horrible boyfriend. And that's fine because next year, freshman year, is when I really discovered boys, so it was fine. And then she was in my first wedding. She was one of my bridesmaids, so it came around full circle. So, but now, what was your first gay date?
Dominic, high school. He was a homie
G-Loke?
I guess a homo G-Loke.
I've had many of those too.
Yeah, I think I told the story. We were sitting there watching Ricky Lake one time, and his mom called us out. Okay, awkward. But yeah, that was my first gay date.
Aww.
And we hung out, I think, for 4 months. And then, he became a super hoe. Super hoe hardcore. And I was like, okay. And I still kind of liked him. But I was like, whatever, just be safe. Because, I didn't want him to get AIDS and die. Because back in those days, anything you did, you got AIDS and died.
Yeah, it was a bad situation when people just did not have any education on it. We didn't.
You looked at a penis, you got AIDS and died.
Mm-hmm. Or pregnant.
Yeah. And
if you pissed, you're pregnant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, God, and then I don't think I dated again until high school, senior-ish.
You were just a hoe.
No.
No.
It really wasn't.
I gotta stop using that word. We weren't hoes. We were experimenting with our sexuality. Because I don't regret any of that. So.
No, I really don't either. Because, yeah, that's when I was am I gay? Am I straight? And in the words of Margaret Cho, no. I was just a slut. Where's my parade? Slut pride!
Hey, we need one of those.
Yeah.
It's called Folsom.
There you go. And then, I don't know, I dated an older man. He was 30. I was 19.
I did that too, but that was a lot younger than 19.
Yeah. Dirty pig. Just kidding.
Maybe. Wink, wink.
I think you got bit while we were out in public.
Oh, I think I got something like that too on my leg. That's fine. My first person I dated was the first boy I dated was in high school. His name was Thomas, and I sought him out because he was the gayest thing I knew in high school. So I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this from the master.
Nice.
And so we didn't really go on dates. After school, we'd go hang out at his house, and we were watching Bambi one day. And I can't watch Bambi anymore because all I see is, every time I see Thumper, I just see a head going up and down. And up and down.
No.
And I had never done it before. Okay, so this was an embarrassing story. So I had never done that before either. So you want to try? I was like, okay, I'll try. No, I must have been born with the skill. Because that went like that. I was like, okay, I guess it. So maybe I was just born with that skill.
It's just instinct.
I guess it really was because I didn't hesitate. I was like, okay, let's do this.
I got this. Your soul is mine.
Basically. So that was my first gay male dating experience. I think. First time I had a penis in my mouth.
Wow.
And I did good. I didn't choke. And I haven't looked back since.
I did. I looked back once.
I remember.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, this is why you got a next with her.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Psycho. So, was it weird? How difficult was it for you to date people when you were that young? Because remember, when we were young, there was no smartphones, there was no apps. We had gay.com, and we had AOL chat rooms. That was the most extensive thing we had for meeting gays not in public.
Also, back then, I mean, I was pretty,
Me too.
and I had the confidence. So even if I went up to somebody and I was like, "Hey, how's it going? You're kind of cute. Are you gay? Are you straight? What's going on? What's the deal?" They'd be like, "Straight," and I'd be like, "All right, well, cool, bye." I mean,
at least it worked out well for you that way.
Yeah, I met people, but as I got older and frumpier and I lost the looks. It was harder to do. That's when you go online and use angles and filters.
Slut puppy filter.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, so when I was younger, I was thinner, prettier. I was cute. I was cute. Now looking back, I didn't think I was then, so I had no confidence then. So I had to create a reputation for myself. So the people
talk to me, I'll blow you.
Well, I had to make sure that everyone knew I was gay. So I went from being quiet to really
loud,
torching it. I was my own gay pride parade.
You were fanning the flames of your bigotry.
I was, and it didn't really work because there wasn't enough in high school. But it did, help me meet older people. So I usually have only dated older men. Before I got online, I would go to this place here now called Empower. And you had to be 18 to go there, but I was 15, 16, and I would just sneak in and lie. Oh. So I would meet, but then again, those men weren't any substance either, so I didn't date. Mm-hmm. I don't think I dated again until I met Ben my junior year of high school. Okay. And I was with friends at Village Inn, and he came and he gave me his phone number. Oh. And we would go and we hung out, we'd go to movies and eat and go back to his apartment and pull around and yeah. And then I broke up with him 3 weeks later because, I was 17 and I was just spreading my wild seed everywhere. And then I discovered Gay.com and then yeah, it got bad. It got really bad at that point.
Never, I don't want to say I was bad. I wasn't bad, but I wasn't a good Jehovah's Witness.
You weren't a good Christian woman?
No. Because, I was on Gay.com too. That's where I met Jess. And I remember logging in, I know you said it before, you'd get in one giant chat room and be like, ASL! And then you'd wait for somebody to talk to you, or you'd send a message to somebody. And that was that.
You wouldn't even profile pictures at the time.
No. You'd have to fucking upload that shit. Yeah. If you didn't upload it, you were pretty much screwed.
You had to get their email address to send it sometimes. Mm-hmm. God, we were the pioneers of gay internet dating.
Yep. And I remember even my first hookup I ever did, I had just started a new medication for depression, so I couldn't drink with it.
Oh shit.
So the dude that I met, we were supposed to hook up to just fool around, and I was all for it, but he wasn't because he wanted to get drunk and fool around, and he didn't feel comfortable drinking while I wasn't.
Oh shit.
We kind of started messing around or whatever, and then he was like, I can't do this. I just can't do this. And I was like, all right, bye.
I don't think I've ever had an experience where we couldn't finish, per se.
Well, it's just, I don't know. Maybe he just couldn't. Maybe he was one of those gays when he was drunk only or something.
Ah, 6-pack stand.
Yeah, because he was an older gay man. So maybe
he
actually had a wife or he was just closeted. I don't know. Maybe that's just how he let his inhibitions go.
I would have drank. I would have drank. Or I would have pretended I drank.
Right.
So what you do is you get some Jack and Coke and then just say, oh, I'm going to make my drink, and you drink Coke. That's all you do.
And actually like that.
Exactly. Then you can be a slut, but then you can be a slut control because you know what the fuck you're doing.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
You usually in your youth,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what my first, because I will admit I was a little, I can't say the word promiscuous. No, I guess it was promiscuous. But I really didn't stick around that much. So at 18 I met a guy and this has been my problem all for the whole time. I meet somebody and we date and I throw myself into the whole thing. So then we move in with each other, we do all this whole thing, and so then I'm locked down. And then the relationship's awful. And so I finally just have enough and I leave. And then
you were stereotypical lesbian.
Yeah, I would settle very quickly. And then when I'd break up, years down the line, then I'd go through a little phase of like, okay, let's just hook up, and then I do it again, and that's just basically how it's turned my whole life. It's just I kind of just in my adult life I've jumped from relationship to relationship, so I don't really date and haven't really dated at all.
I did that like twice, and then I was like, no, this isn't working at all. That's bad. So I actually got a date.
See, I never got to that. I made a lot of mistakes not understanding because I thought that that's what we were supposed to do. I thought that you were supposed to find somebody, settle down, have a happy little monogamous relationship.
That's kind of because that's what our parents did.
Well, yeah, we didn't have any, gay leaders that could teach us this kind of thing. We were still fighting just to be treated equally. Mm-hmm. We were thinking about anything else at the time. So.
Exactly, and that's what most of our parents did. Is like they saw each other from across the burger shop. They looked into each other's eyes, and then my dad went and asked my mom's dad if she could go on a date.
Oh, yours was cute.
Right.
My parents got married 16 days after meeting each other.
Wow.
My dad was in Mexico visiting, like, I guess, friends and family and stuff, and he met my mom. My mom was engaged to another man at this time. And
your dad was like, no.
Basically, and so he courted her. She's like, okay. They got married, and then he brought her over, and then that was that.
Huh. I'll be damned.
And they're still together. Well, mostly together. My dad lost his leg, but...
I think my parents would have been together if my mother was still alive. They were very much in love. And he's actually been with his new wife since, I don't know, I think he waited like 10 years before he got with anybody else.
Basically when the kids were out of
Yeah, pretty much. Uh-huh. And they've been together ever since. I think they're happy.
Well, but it shows at least. But again, it shows that monogamous thing. I don't know. I think about, I'll talk about this in a little bit because I don't want to get that. But just the idea of dating, because I'm just going to have to live, vicariously through you.
I mean, so for now...
Well, because you've dated in different, versions of gay dating. So you were the one where you met them in high school and whatever, you did the online chat, but then you've also moved into this, newer culture of app dating.
Uh-huh.
That's where you met John.
Yeah, huh? Dude, the apps are for pump and dump.
Well, and that's fine. I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna judge that. And I've seen the apps. Don't get me wrong. But
at the point where I was when I met John, I just wanted pump and dumps. I didn't want anything. I didn't want anyone. I was fine alone. I was good. But he apparently wasn't good with that. Because and then he's so much more handsome than I am. To me, if I were an outsider, I'd go for him rather than me. I don't know. Maybe it's just my confidence is all rock paper fun stuff.
Maybe.
But for me, he's the prettier one of the two. I'm the reacher. He's the settler. So it was supposed to just be a pump and dump, a one and done. I didn't ever expect him because, again, in our cultures, the pretty ones, they don't ever just stop. They're always going from one to another because they can.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought that's how this was going to work. We hung out, went on a date, we kind of fooled around, and then I was like, oh, well, that was fun. On to the next one. But no, that didn't happen. He kept calling, kept texting, kept wanting to hang out. So I kept texting, and we kept hanging out. And all of a sudden, here I am in a relationship.
Basically, because you guys are living together.
Yeah.
You're a good dog.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's been about 2.5 years now. Did I think about 1 year of us living together?
And you both are still alive.
Yeah. Which is really weird because I don't like people in my space.
Well, and I think you have your own space sometimes too. I mean, you guys do work different types of schedules, so I mean, it's not too terrible.
That is true. So, I mean, that's what the app dating turned into for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I did go through a lot of oh, what do you look like? Oh, you look like that? Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. And I'd be like, okay. I'll just use the left angle next time. So then, towards the end of, before I met John, I'd just be like, hey, yo, this is what I look like. Like, if you don't like that, just let me know now, because I'm not going to waste my time.
Well, yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, and then I met a couple of people who would be like, well, I don't want to show you a picture because, like, I'm ugly or I'm a bigger person. And I'm like, dude, I don't care.
It's not.
I was like, I've been talking to you for like 3 days. I enjoy your personality. Like, whatever. Like, I tried to date this one dude from Walmart, but I guess he had more of the hangups than I did about, like, weight, how he looked and stuff like that, so it didn't work. Because they'd be like, oh, you're so handsome, and we'd hang out, and then he'd be like, no, do that.
He couldn't take the compliments.
Yeah, he didn't know how to handle the compliments.
Self-saboteur.
Yeah. I guess he just thought that I wanted to pump, and then, you know. So we actually never did anything because he wasn't ready to yet. And, you know, he just kind of self-sabotaged himself because he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to, like, really go out in public anywhere. Like, he was cool with coming over, and we'd, like, hang out, watch a movie, kind of just, like, cuddle. And that would be it. And then he'd go home. But, like, I forgot where I was going with this story. But I think
we're just talking about dating experiences.
Yeah, I think I was just at that point of, like, I just want to meet someone who I mesh well with. You don't have to have abs. You don't have to be tall. You don't have to have money. You know, just have a job, have a car, be an adult. That's all I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I can fall in love with the rest of you. I'd rather have somebody that I can talk to rather than somebody that I can look at.
Makes sense.
So I think that's where I was going with that part of the conversation.
I don't know. So even with my husband, we didn't really. I mean, I dated him in high school, and then we just, you know, had like a 10-year gap where we didn't talk. But we didn't really date afterward. Like I said, that's my fault, and I rushed a lot of things, and I take a lot of responsibility for that. Now that I'm older and on drugs and can think things through. We did, when we first met up again, we did go on a date. We went to Fiesta's, it's a little Mexican restaurant, and we had drinks, and he was like, do you want to come back to my house? I was like, sure. And so I went back to his house, and yeah. So, and I don't remember who called who or texted who after that, but, you know, eventually, like, really quickly, we had made a schedule to see each other. So, like, these 2 days a week, I would spend it at his house, and these 2 days a week, he'd spend it at my house. And then on these other days, we'd have our days off, so we could do our own thing. And,
right.
But, I mean, yeah, it's cute or whatever, but it was like, I mean, I think I'm pretty sure it was me that, you know, had done all that. And I think I just really I always pushed relationships to work even though they shouldn't have. So, because I don't know any better. I didn't know any better. I thought that's what the point was.
Right.
And then, you know,
it's a race to the finish.
Exactly. And then I get older and I discover all these different types of communities out there. And you know, I'm happy now, and, you know, I'm in my marriage or whatever. But I think that if I had known then what I know now,
I would have gone a lot different.
I think I would be the person that would either stay single or probably be like in a polyamorous relationship. And it's not necessarily that I want to just go out there and screw people, but I like to keep my options open.
Right. See, and I wouldn't be able to do the poly. I don't share.
Well, okay, so there's a difference between poly and being open. There's very two differences. And so, open for me is fine, whatever. Open's cool for people to do. But the differences would be, for listeners, the difference would be with the open relationship, you both can have sex with other people or bring that other person in for sex. Mm-hmm. In the polyamorous relationship, you can date other people or you can bring someone to date into the relationship. Mm-hmm. And so I think knowing, like I said, if I knew then what I know now, that would probably be something more to be open to, just because I like different personalities. So if you're not feeling good one day, what it is, you know, it's that kind of thing.
See, I don't share. I'm very selfish. I don't share. No, it's all mine.
Okay, and that's fine. When some people, monogamy works really well. Sometimes you have to make that monogamy work. Yeah. But sometimes
it doesn't work. Exactly. It's to each their own. I'm not trying to shame anybody or say that it's disgusting. For me, it doesn't work because I don't share. I don't like sharing I don't want to say my toys, but I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're going to be with me, they're going to be with me. I'm going to be with them. For me, the way that I see it, if I have to look outside the relationship for something, then obviously something's missing in the relationship, and it probably shouldn't be there. Like, we probably shouldn't be together then. That's how I feel. How other people feel about that, that's their own process.
See, and so I'm thinking, like, especially with sex, the dating part, sexual chemistries, they change over time, I think. And so I think that's why a lot of, and open relationships have always existed. But I think it's coming more into light now is because people aren't ashamed to express that portion of it. You know, you have a couple that's been together for like 5-10 years. Everything else is fantastic. But the sex is, you know, it got old. They don't want to have sex together anymore. What do? Do you divorce or do you look at options?
Spice it up.
Well, maybe spicing it up is bringing someone else in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
true.
So that's why, for me, it's like I can't shame it. As long as everyone involved is aware. There are rules. Yes, there are rules. You communicate everything. There's nothing like that. Then it can work out. But the thing is, sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Like, have you ever had a threesome? I'm going to ask you this on air. So.
No, I actually have not. Again, because I don't check.
Okay, makes sense. So, a friend of mine has.
What's his name?
Bettina. Anyway, I did a lot when I was younger, whatever. But so in experiences, so threesomes are a kind of weird thing with couples because someone's feelings usually get hurt. Because usually it's that instance you're bringing in that third person for someone in the relationship, not necessarily for both.
Right.
In my experience, I mean, sometimes people just really find someone they can use and use. That's good. But I don't know about dating very much because I didn't get to be very much.
Well, and the other thing that I think I'm probably not the best at, but I try to be good at, is I try to still date John.
See, that's cute, and you should.
So like we still do like we're both nerds, and we both play Pokemon Go. So we'll do like Pokemon Go dates where we'll go to like the parks and we'll drive around and we'll walk and like you know we've even been like I don't want to say daring, but like we'll hold hands when we're walking, which is very, very scary to me still. We don't do it very often. Like we did a lot in the beginning of our relationship. We hold hands while Pokemon going, and then I'd hear somebody jogging behind us, and I'd be like, "Oh, don't touch me!" But even then, like I still try to date. You know, I still try to surprise him with little things. So I'll buy him like a little card that just says "I love you," or I'll buy him some magic cards, or I'll buy him his favorite snack and a Dr. Pepper because that's his favorite drink. Just little small things to show him that I care and that he's still very much important to me.
I hate couples like that. I'm like, yeah, no, we don't. Ben and I have never been a dating couple, so. But that's the thing. Anybody I was ever like in a relationship with, the dating stopped when that relationship was solidified.
See, and
I think I just got bitter. So now, at least I have Ben searching to go out and do stuff. Like I can go hang out with friends, but in movies, and he doesn't necessarily have to be there. Sometimes it's a little weird being the third wheel though if you're hanging out with a couple. So.
Yeah, true.
But I try to include him. He gets tired. He doesn't like to be out in public. I think we discussed this once. So I'm not going to ask you. I was going to ask you what your worst date was. But with John excluded in this next question, what was your best date?
Oh, probably the boy that I dated from work. He was just a fancy, cool guy, like totally into horror movies. So our whole like date was just like a horror movie day. Like we went to the movies. I forgot what movie was playing at the time. So we watched a scary movie. We went to dinner. We came back to the house. We watched like 3 more scary movies. It was great for me.
See, that's cute.
You don't date?
Well, my dates were always standard. Movies, dinners, like parties. I don't think anyone ever did a special date for me. Or made something to where it was very like, we get to know you.
Tailored to around you.
Or even tailored around getting to know each other with a common interest.
Oh no, see, I always made that like the basis of my dates, like, who are you? What do you do? What do you look for? Like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite tree? What's your favorite video game? See, Pokemon. That's John.
Aww. I hate you. So, I don't know. Dating is always fascinating me because I like watching movies where guys date and people date. And I'll watch and remember whenever I'm feeling depressed. Shut up. Whenever I'm feeling depressed, I'll watch Remember, or I will read Boy Meets Boy, and my heart just becomes happy again. I'm not going to kill somebody. Well, I mean, if you've had experiences like that before, then it's, it does get kind of like to watch. Or if you do that kind of stuff,
right?
Like I used to do that kind of stuff all the time. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. I used to be the romantic type. Now, I've given good dates with, so when Ben and I first moved in together, it was our first Valentine's. And so I, made this whole big dinner. I printed a menu.
Oh!
I even have pictures of it. If I can find them, I'll throw it up on the Instagram. But I made menus, and I decorated, and I made lasagna shells, and I made a real red velvet cake from scratch with the icing and everything.
Fancy.
And so, I would do stuff like that for a while, but eventually it becomes tiring when it doesn't get pursued. Ben just not an emotional person, so.
No, okay, fair enough.
But, yeah, so I don't really dating was hot for me, because I didn't really get to do it, but I was always jealous of it on the face. What are some horror stories your friends tell you about dating? Well, you have a lot of heterosexual friends, right?
I do.
Do they ever tell you what heterosexual dating is like? Or you can even tell me what heterosexual dating is like, because that I really don't know anything about.
It was just the same for me. I mean, the only thing that was different was vagina.
Well, what about meeting? Was the meeting the same too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of walk up to them like, hey, how's it going? Like, for Crazy McPsycho Chick, I actually just met through work. And, we hung out, got to know each other, and then we're like, okay, well, maybe a date. And then it was, dinner and, I don't know, terrifying, almost death sex.
I like to be cut. And some people do, and that's fine. I lied. Ben did do something nice for me once. This was when we were dating when I was in high school, and I was in a play. And he brought me a dozen pink roses.
Aww.
Well, wait till you hear the next part. You won't awe so much. Because I asked him to. Because it was a play and I wanted flowers and I wanted the attention to be on me because I wasn't the star. So if I had a boy and it was a church play. So if a boy came and brought me flowers in a church play, I would get that attention. Yeah. Do you think?
Trying to
Well, okay. So we're gonna go back to apps now because I don't know a lot about apps, but I know who would use them. Mm-hmm. It is the medium now for dating.
Yeah.
So do you think how do you think it's altered the dating scene now? I mean, and not just for gays. Or for anyone.
It's just what people do now. Because a lot of, what I hear is, I don't have time to go out and meet someone.
So kind of extreme.
I have, 17 jobs, and, I go to school, and, when am I going to meet someone? And I'm like, well, that's true.
So streamline dating.
Yeah, because, nowadays, you don't really want to date someone where you work.
That's true. That is true.
That's usually how it works. So you meet somebody at work, you guys date, make it awkward, you make one person quit,
I see that you might have done that.
Maybe once or twice or 3 times.
17.
Once, twice, 3 times.
A lady.
Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't make me a lady.
It's okay. I don't know. But then I have friends that, again, use these apps for... And I guess there's different styles of apps, too. I heard there's this new one called Gayting.
Oh, yeah, I see the ad for that on Snapchat.
Yeah. And so it's supposed to be catered to dating, but what really makes the difference to catering them from dating to the hookup site? Is there an extra?
Apparently, there's more of a social media element to it. So there's groups and
So a bar without alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much. It's oh, you like video games? Here's a group for video games. Oh, you like dancing? Here's a group for dancing and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be so you can meet up with other members of your community and set up play dates or I don't know,
actual dates.
Actual
get-togethers,
get-togethers, hangouts, things like that. What our Facebook group that we were a part of once upon a time did.
Before they tried to get into our pants.
Exactly.
So then, what's the difference between that and Grindr?
Grindr's for punk.
But the way the algorithm is set up, what's the difference? What do you put into Grindr? In a profile type thing.
Oh, in your profile for Grindr is top, bottom, how big you are.
So it does go into
Okay,
and that's fine.
Position,
So it's catered to sex.
Yeah, it's very much so catered.
Did you ever do Tinder?
No.
Did you ever do POV? POF?
Yes.
Plenty of fish?
Yes.
Now I hear that one is real strict.
Their questions are stupid.
Is it like Match.com?
4,000 billion questions to like be able to match you better with someone, but it really doesn't. They just end up showing you the people that are in your area, and then like you can do like 3 messages, and then it's like for $10.99 a month you can reply. I'm like, fuck you.
Do you remember? I'm going to go on the side story here. So here in Albuquerque, we have a publication called The Alibi. It's a free publication. It was kind of like the underground magazine at the time.
Are you talking about the Saw Yous?
Kind of, yeah. So they used to have a section in the back. There were personal ads. And you would call in and you would put a code in there and you'd listen to people that talked, or you'd respond to an ad that way. And I remember in high school I was bored one day. So I just started calling all the ads to listen to them. It was sad. I was sad.
I like the misconnections just because I was in there one time. I never replied to it, but it was totally me. Because I used to have this dark brown Snoopy shirt, and it was like, saw you, Hastings, Rio Rancho, you, dark brown Snoopy shirt, me asking questions about, I don't know what the game was at the time, which is Super Mario Galaxy. And I was like, oh my god, that's me. Creepy. Look, everybody, it's me.
I'm surprised it's not in a frame hanging somewhere.
Did you reply? No, I don't want to die.
But see, that's the mentality with those kind of things too. Like, it's gonna kill us. We're gonna die if we're part of these ads. And they were a little more dangerous because you really couldn't filter it all.
You really couldn't.
Took your
And
chance.
my whole thing was my chances were if I was gonna die, I was gonna die in my own apartment. So people were gonna like come to my place.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I wasn't going anywhere. I'm like, also, here was my other thought. Because if they come over and they see me and they're like, oh no.
You don't want to drive back.
Exactly. I'm already here. You may leave and waste your gas.
You're so practical when it comes to dating.
I mean, you know, I got things to do. I got to that point where I'm like, are we going to do this or not? Because I'm really busy.
Well, do you remember a few years back the Craigslist killer? The scalper story.
Yes, I do.
See, that's another reason I was saying.
I could, but Craigslist was crazy.
Do you know they closed that section of Craigslist?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Well, no, I was just like, well, good, because that was... I'm not going to lie, I've looked at it before, because I get curious about these kind of things. And so I'm like looking at these ads, I'm like, I'm not going to poop in your mouth. But are you selling that couch?
I love to look through them, or I loved to look through them. And I'd be like, I know you. Oh, that's what you look like. Okay, good for you, nasty ass. I know you. I don't know you, but I want to know you.
How many times you come across my ad? Just kidding.
3.
Oh, that's how many people were in it.
I recognize that tattoo, bitch.
I don't think I had tattoos when I would do the online ads. Not too hairy. It would.
You don't blend.
Obviously, I have too hairy. I'd have to shave it off, and I hate shaving my chest because when it grows back, it itches.
I just hate shaving.
I will keep my beard trim. Right now, my hair is pink, so it doesn't match as much. So I have to keep it not as dark. So, but at least you got to date.
I mean, it's nice. And like I said, I still try to do it because I just. It's not that I take him for granted. I just don't want him to feel like I'm taking him for granted. I want him to feel like I still
want to be around.
Yes, exactly. Not because I have to, but because I want to. And believe me, if it ever comes down to like I'm here because I have to, you're gonna know real quick.
Yeah. Well, and that's smart, and that's good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about dating? Is there any experiences you want to talk about? I did go on a date once. It was fun. It wasn't like, I guess it has to be the best date because it wasn't like some of them memory. I got taken to the aquarium and then to the we call it the, what's that thing with the lights that come Christmas?
The River of Light.
The River of Light.
Oh, that was one of our first dates too.
Yeah, mine was just we walked around and we didn't do it.
Yeah. So we looked at all the lights. We met some of his friends there. So it was all couples everywhere. Yeah, it was gross and cute. We got hot chocolate and, again, held hands, took pictures.
I think, I really think I've become bitter to happy couples, and I need to stop doing that, because at least they work hard what they do. I get jealous. I do. I want what everyone else has. Like, I'm going to steal your Pikachu when you sleep. Oh my goodness.
Dork.
I am. Oh, I have to issue an apology because I got called out on some stuff.
Oh, yeah?
So, this was about our music episode, and I talked shit about Taylor Swift. And
Didn't I do that as well?
Yes, but these people didn't know me, so I owe an apology to my friend because I did not give Taylor Swift's music a fair chance.
I did. It still sucks. It's horrible.
I let him pick some songs, and I'm still not a Swift fan. Don't get me wrong, I can't relate to all the music. There were a couple that were okay. I was being a lot more judgy than I should have.
I've listened to it, and it's still, to me, it sounds like she does the bare minimum for lyric writing, in my opinion.
And that's fine, and that's an opinion. But I think the way
you just came off hateful.
I came off hateful, and I need to apologize because I never ever mean to come off hateful. And I don't want to be one of those angry, bitter people, and I really am a lot of the time. I know, and it's something I'm working on. I'm on the meds now, so it's been helping. No, and it's been helping. I think it's been helping.
That's good, because mine just made me monotone.
No, mine are actually, they're bringing, I don't know what they're doing some, but I'm having to really relive some of these things. And so, if I offended anyone with my hateful attitude towards T Swift or Iggy Azalea, I am sorry. I'm still not a fan, but it's okay that you are. So
it's just like how you and I are. Like, I appreciate everything that Lady Gaga has done for our community and does for our community. I think she's an excellent actress. I don't like her music.
And that's fine.
You know what I mean?
So, and that's really what it is. And I think that's just, and especially since we're going into such a public forum, maybe we can still be picky ass bitches. But maybe just not be so angry to be angry all the time. So, yes, I'm sorry. I was an angry bitch. I was just bitter.
I apologize for him too.
Thank you, Lucio.
Anytime.
Is there anything else you want to add about dating before we kind of wind this down?
No. My Pokemon are healed.
Did you think of a random question for this episode?
Yeah.
You're so smart. I'm going to cheat. No, I'm not going to cheat because I said this season we are not using the question generator.
Oh, yay.
So,
okay, hold on. Oh, if you had the funds, like right now, what kind of like business or shop or like little like business endeavor would you pursue?
That's a good question. I think I would look into, and I know it doesn't make any sense with anything I ever talk about, but I think I would like to look into like a holistic skincare line. I
could actually I could see you doing that.
That's because I like my face is really weird. I got scar nose 3, and it's got this weird dryness to it. So a lot of the products out there have alcohol and shit in it.
It dries it out.
It dries it out. It just ruins my skin. So I was looking forward to that. But I'd like it to be an affordable holistic thing because if you look in the beauty community now,
yeah,
it's expensive and it's really not that much better quality.
Oh my god, would you have like beef with other beauty YouTubers?
Just not Jeffree Star because I want to live.
Oh my god.
He would be my BFF. But no, because I don't want to be that person either. I don't want to have a YouTube channel. I would do it all behind the scenes.
Right.
So I would put it out there.
An actual like store.
Exactly. I would actually have a business versus a media empire with a business on the side.
Right.
So and it would be affordable, natural, holistic skincare.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
What about you?
Oh, dude, you know me. You know me.
Porn store.
Yes, exactly. But not boring, like, everyday porn that we see.
Sean Cody, we're sorry.
Yeah. No, I think mine would be, like, something I love, which is, like, video games, comics, manga, anime, something like that.
Okay.
But I'd probably try to make it more affordable, so DVDs and Blu-rays aren't, like, $60. Maybe they're, like, half price at $30.
Get it more for like just enough to make a profit.
Yeah,
stay open so you can get more.
Exactly, and it would totally be one of those. And I'd like to be able to like start a community here in Albuquerque, whether it be gay, straight, pan, whatever. Everybody would be welcome. I'd like to actually be able to have like a community for like nerdy and gaming things that I actually fit into. And that's what I do.
Okay, that's very good. It's a lot more into the community than mine would have been. I guess I'm on the spot now to think of a question.
No, well, see, and then I could also send them to your shop, which would be like around the corner.
I would do online mostly.
Oh.
So, but then you can advertise for me, and I can advertise for
so
you.
they have like your flyers like in the store.
And I can have a discount code for you.
See, there you go.
It's on your receipt. You just have to go buy something. So I think that works out well. So, okay, my question is, I guess I'm going to try to keep it towards the dating thing. Just because I want to keep it towards I think that'll be my thing for season 2. I'm going to just cater my questions to what we were talking about that day. If you could date... Actually, what is your dream date? Like, what would be your ideal date? Not the person, but what you do with the person.
I don't know. It'd just be like mundane, like bullshit that I've already done in dates before. Like River of Lights was fantastic. I love that. I think one of John and I's first date was watching Dragon Ball Z. That was fantastic. I'm a simple person. I don't need like fly me to Paris and we eat dinner at the top of the Eiffel Tower and. No, bullshit. Take me on a fucking Pokemon date. Take me to go get a $1 cheeseburger and a fucking, like, $3 movie. Fuck yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm a simple man of simple pleasures.
I guess I'm not. I don't think I'd want to... Yeah.
My whole thing with, like, the dating is I want to spend time with them. I want to get to know them. I want to mesh well with them. I want to see how we fit together. Or how we will fit together in like little puzzle pieces of whatever we're trying to create, or not trying to create.
Makes sense. Mine is.
I'm a romantic, aren't I?
Yeah,
Disgusting.
it is pretty gross.
Ew.
Well, mine is simple, but mine is like bare minimum simple. Drunken camping.
Oh, that's cute.
Because you're already disconnected from everything. There's no technology, so you have to interact with each other. You have to work together to make that a comfortable evening, so you can cook together, buy all of that.
You have to sit at the tent together.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the drunken part is you can come honest with each other while you're there, and you get to know each other, and you have fun. And that, to me, would be a fantastic way to find somebody. Drunken camping.
I like that.
So that would be mine. And then you can take me to Paris and the Eiffel Tower. Then you can start giving me shit, or even just give me French cheese. I'm happy with even that. Get a fan and a croissant and just blow it in my face. I'll feel like I'm there. So where to find us?
Yeah, if you go to Instagram and search "Why the Frack Do They Matter," you can find our link tree in our bio. And if you click on that, it takes you to all our different sites, our YouTube, our Spotify, our Podbean. What else is on there?
Twitter.
Twitter.
And the RSS. I can't ever say that right. The feed. You can plug it into any of the different type of...
And our Gmail, right?
No, but I will add that.
Oh.
So we'll add our Gmail in there.
Okay.
And, I'm going to try. I've been trying. I'm busy. I'm sorry. But, I'm also trying to use Twitter a lot more. So Lucia will mostly post to the Instagrams. I'll help with that. And then Twitter is @YFRAP. So follow us on that. And then I'm sad we didn't fix your...
No, it's fine. It's not too bad in this back room.
True.
Yeah.